Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad to be back. I had a lovely week away. Nearly didn't get away because the night that we were the night before we were going, I had a phone call. I just got into bed and had an emergency phone call from my aunt's alarm company to say that she'd had a fall, and they'd sent for an ambulance. So would I go? So obviously, while I was talking to them, I was getting dressed. So I shot back out, and we went. My husband and I went over, and it was awful. The night was terrible. It was really wet, really dark. And we were trying to get, when you're trying to get somewhere as fast as possible. Anyway, when we got there, the ambulance crew were with her, and they were brilliant. But she'd already been to bed. She'd got up, gone to the bathroom, and I don't know what she'd done, but she'd fallen backwards into the bath, and she was trapped in the bath, and she'd bumped her head, and there was blood everywhere. It looked like an animal had been butchered in there. Bless her. But they did the best with her. They couldn't stitch her head, well, not there, and it wouldn't stop bleeding, so they ended up having to take her to hospital. And my lovely husband cleaned up all the mess in the bathroom, and yeah, poor old thing. So we weren't going to go, but she was back at 6:30 in the morning, back home at 6:30, and they said that she's okay, and my sister's been looking after her anyway. But yeah, poor old Bee. Anyway, so I'm going to see her in a minute because we brought everything home to wash, and so she's been without not clothes, but what she was wearing for a week and things. So yeah, but we did have a lovely time away. We weren't going to go, but then she insisted that we went, and I didn't want her to feel bad either about us not going. So since we weren't that far away, we figured we could go. If we needed to, we could come back. But we've had a lovely time, enjoyed my time away, but I'm so glad to be back because I've done virtually no crafting at all, or any drawing or anything creative for a week. So yeah, I'm bursting to get on with it. I did do my child page yesterday. I didn't do a process video because I knew it was going to be long, and I was back and forth between different rooms, helping my daughter out and things. So I'm going to do a quick run through of these. So here is my summer page with the watermelons. Nature. This was the Halloween one. And then we had winter. Couldn't remember what it was for a minute. Steampunk. Quirky. Floral. This one was my bird page with a flip out. I like that with the crackle glaze. Really like that. And this one was the vintage page. Now, I think we all did this, or a lot of us did this. We all did a vintage page, and quite a few of us used the Tim Holtz paper dolls, the children. And then this next prompt was child. So I was thinking, what on earth am I going to do for child? And I went, rummaging around magazines and bits that I've got. I don't have many magazines or anything like that, or, with pictures. And I've got nothing with a child on I could use. So I was thinking, well, I need a child. What can I use? And I've got thousands of pictures of my own children, but somehow I don't think they'd be very happy if I crafted with them. So I thought, well, I'll just have to use pictures of me. So this is what I've done for my child page. And I will show you. Here I am. I'm guessing I'm about, I don't know, 7, maybe, something like that. Don't remember. The picture's a school photo by the looks of it. Oh, actually, I bet I'm not 7 at all. Oh yeah, I could be. I'm trying to think when I changed schools. Something like that, anyway. So I've done a flip out with various pictures of me, and I thought I'd share those with you. This is me as a baby in the 70s, early 70s, those. And then there's this one. I love this picture of me. I think this is exactly how I was, cheeky, when I was a toddler. and perhaps I would say in some respects maybe encouraged a little to be cheeky. I was a bit of a, I don't know, but I think that just kind of sums me up at that age. And then just trying to see what this one here, a little bit older, at the beach somewhere. I don't even know what I'm looking at. My hands are covered in sand, my dress is covered in sand, my legs are covered in sand, so I was obviously having a right old time on the beach. Don't know where it is, but somewhere where the tide goes out a long way. Could be where I've just been on holiday. Right, and then I think this one is the next. This one is the photo that made me think of doing blue and using poppies, my little blue dress, and I'm in a field full of poppies. And this is what this paper is. It's one of the digital kits that, it's the one that Antonio showed not long ago with, I can't remember who it was by, but I just thought, oh, it was nice paper. It was blue and it got poppies. Right, so I'm trying to think which way. That's probably the next one to go to. I guess, I don't know how old I was there, 4, 5, something like that. And it's hard to show you now. And so these are sort of, this one I'm standing on some kind of, I think it's a seat, like a little stool, kid's stool or something. My grandma used to have like a static caravan not far away from where we lived, and we used to go every weekend. And it used to what was it? It used to be, they used to call them chalets. They were chalets, and then the site upgraded and you couldn't have a chalet anymore, and they tore them all down. You had to have a caravan. Anyway, we used to go there every weekend, even just for like an hour or so. Even when I was a teenager, because I remember, when you're reluctantly having to go somewhere. And my sister and I used to sit in the car on a Sunday, I think it was tea time, to listen to the charts, just to listen to some pop music. Here I am in France with a baguette. It's not a baguette though, because we call them baguettes, but I think it's called like a 500 gram or something. That's how you buy it. Looking a little bit older now, I think, but I don't know. I don't think, I'm guessing I'm only about 9 or something, maybe not even that. And here is me in my back garden with my rabbit. This rabbit is called Bushy. And my mum and dad had an allotment, and they found this rabbit on the allotment. And it was like a pet rabbit, it wasn't a wild rabbit. And there was nobody, we put sort of posters up and things, and nobody wanted it. So we kept it, but it was really tame. And it was the best rabbit I've ever had. I've had other rabbits, but it was the best rabbit I've ever had. And she used to play games. She'd play like tag with you. She was such a good girl. She'd chase you. When she'd found you, she'd run away. When you found her and touched her, she'd come after you. It was such a good. And she'd came when you called her name and everything. She was lovely. And then the last one, because I didn't want to go too old, I kept in the chart. I don't know how old I am. 10, 11 maybe. I don't think I'm even that. And here I think again in France, I got my Open University t-shirt on because my dad was an Open University lecturer, holding a great big fat snail that I picked up, looking very chic in my red sunglasses. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that. That's me as a child, and I just did it as like a flip out, I think. I've forgotten which way around it goes, like that I think. And it's got a magnet in here so that it stays shut. Anyway, that is me. I thought I would share that. I didn't really know what else to do, and I know that we haven't got long before the next one. And I just wanted to come back and do something. And yeah, so I made this little flip out with me. Thought I'd share myself with you, and or a little bit. And yeah, so looking forward to the next few pages, whatever we're doing. I can't do anything more bulky. I've got to stick to single pages now because this is getting like a chunky old thing. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on the texture and things. I'm going to have to do some really, really flat pages. Otherwise I suppose I can break out into another journal. It doesn't matter, does it? So maybe I'll do that. So anyway, I enjoyed watching. I tried not to look at your. I've had a massive break over the holiday, just the nature of it, being away with my mum and dad. Just things were different. So I haven't watched many videos. I've tried to catch up a little bit here and there. I haven't looked at videos I hadn't done of your child pages until I knew what I was going to do, because I didn't want to be influenced by everybody else. I wanted to, think independently. So yeah, but I've enjoyed seeing what you've done. Some lovely pictures, lovely pages, and I look forward to seeing what we have to do next. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, the rest of it. I'm going to go and see my auntie and give her a few treats, bless her. And hopefully I'll be back to crafting this week. So take care, have a great weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.